From Yahoo News, liberal social media sensation Kat Abugazela, I hope I'm saying that right, announces run for Congress and raises more than $200,000 on first day. Abugazela has taken on incumbent Democratic Rep Jan Schakowsky in Illinois' 9th District. Guys, conservatives, hear me. We need her to campaign. Stop attacking her. Well, actually, I'm conflicted. Money. Yeah, donate to her. And hear me out. Hear me out. I'm going to donate to her. I mean it. I'm going to give her a max contribution, okay? What we're looking at right now is the Democrats are facing their own version of the Tea Party. There is an uprising within the party that thinks that they're too, they capitulate to Donald Trump. They're angry at Chuck Schumer. They're angry at Nancy Pelosi. They want Democrats to go nuts. And I want to help them. Mm-hmm. So when I see this Kat Abugazela, and she's a progressive who says she's here to fight fascism, I'm like, please continue. But there's one reason. Please understand. You might be saying, no. I saw her viral video. She's crazy. She's a progressive far left who wants big government. Why support her? Here's the video that went viral.
Mantling our country piece by piece. And so many Democrats seem content to just sit back and let them. So I say it's time to drop the excuses and grow a fucking spine. I'm Kat Abugazela, and I'm running for Congress in Illinois' 9th District. Unfortunately, this party has become one where you have to look to the exceptions for real leadership.
Okay, I don't care what she has to say because she says nothing, but understand this. This video went viral. What do y'all notice? There's two things to be noticed about this video. Any guesses?
Lots of jump cuts.
Well, that's
She's
not one of the things.
She's narcoleptic, actually.
Is she really?
That might be why.
She's narcoleptic?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope she's probably on modafinil. That's Provigil. That's for narcolepsy. But no, that's not one of the things, though. A lot of jump cuts.
The keffiyeh.
The keffiyeh. That's number one. For those who don't know, that's the Palestinian scarf. And what's number two?
She left her bathroom door open, but I'm not sure.
Bad haircut.
Oh, that is a bathroom door. How weird.
I mean,
no American flag and a big empty wall.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people pointed out that it's actually kind of strange that somebody would be running, and they usually try to use pro-America images. In this instance, she didn't use anything that represents America, but she did have a keffiyeh. Okay, guys, now I'm going to tell you why I think we should be contributing to her campaign, and we want her to run. She is running in Illinois. Let me see. Did she mention at the end what's going on?
Be wasted on old, ineffective tactics. No spammy guilt trip texts. No focus groups to test my views. And no grifty consultants who care more about their paycheck than actually winning. It's time to challenge the status quo. And if our leaders won't do it, we will. I'm Kat Abugazela, and I'm running for Congress because it's time for Democrats to do more.
So it says right there, Illinois' 9th. I absolutely love this video.
Wow, she did.
Because I'm building the suspense for you guys. But let me just pull up this here Google Maps. And this is West Rogers Park in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. She's running in Illinois, Illinois 9th District. Why did I say Illinois? Illinois is possessive. So let me pull this up for you because I really want to draw the suspense out and have everyone just get sick and tired of me wasting time. But I do need... Where's the stupid link? Congress, Illinois. There we go. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Here's the map on Wikipedia of the 9th District. Notice that it includes that West Rogers Park I mentioned. And why does that matter? It is the largest Jewish community in Chicago. So now I can wrap up my point after building the suspense. This progressive who wants to challenge the status quo is running for Congress with the densest Jewish population in Chicago with a keffiyeh behind her saying, I don't need no consultants. I would love it if she had the resources to travel around this oddly shaped district, espousing her views on Israel-Palestine to a bunch of regular Americans, largely Jewish people in Chicago, because let's just be real. If she wins, she can't win for this reason. But if she does, the Democratic Party will be so crackpot insane, the Republican Party will win a supermajority across the board. Republicans in Congress and the Senate. If she runs in Evanston, you might actually get a Republican to win. If she primaries Jan Schakowsky and actually beats her in the primary, and the general election is between her and a Republican might actually win Illinois' 9th District. So, Kat, I'm here for you. I will make a donation.
I wonder if they've looked into her Twitter account and checked to see if she has a "From the River to the Sea" tweet.
She has a bunch of stuff that people were sharing about being pro-Palestine, anti-Israel.
Yeah. pro-Palestine, anti-Israel, asking Jewish people for their vote, that is unlikely.
Not all Jewish people are pro-Israel.
No, true,
but they're overwhelmingly pro-Israel for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So I will say it again. All these Republicans are, okay, first, let me just say, maybe the right thing to do is actually to criticize her, because then the Democrats will think she's the better choice. Maybe we should all be rallying behind Jan Schakowsky to trick the Democrats into voting for her. But I'm just gonna wear my thoughts on my sleeve and say outright, I think she is, first of all, in all sincerity, it is good that young people are running. I know I don't agree with her politically, but I can't stand the neoliberal establishment, Nancy Pelosi, Jan Schakowsky, all these old neoliberal and neoconservative. It just no. Anybody who wants to in primary them, please do so. That being said, if people like her actually form a Democrat version of the Tea Party and oust a bunch of incumbent Democrats, and she actually makes it to Congress, dude, you're going to have like 20 or 30 insane people refusing to vote with Democrats, and the Democratic Party will be in total disarray.
It's going to be like Twitch streamers. It's going to be her and Salon
Yeah, this looks like a really
that's-
low effort Twitch.
That's exactly. I mean, with the mic and everything,
Yeah.
that's exactly what
It's
it looked like.
relatable.
Yeah, it has. It has the
I
Twitch
want her to
streamer
win this
look.
primary. Look, remember when AOC beat Crowley back in 2018? I was cheering for it because Crowley, he was the fourth highest ranking Democrat in the party. He had like 10 terms and he got ousted. He's gone. Now, AOC is problem of her own, but I still like seeing the shills get knocked out. That being said, AOC has now basically become the leader of the party, which is funny.
I mean, you look at the way that the people are reacting and talking about AOC out there with Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is clearly too old. AOC is not, and Bernie Sanders has got a lot of energy behind him still. There are still a lot of people that, when they hear Bernie Sanders talk, they're like, yeah, man, I like what he's selling. And so if Bernie Sanders kind of passes the torch to AOC,
which he
I
is.
could completely and totally see AOC running for president. And
I hope
conservatives,
so. I hope.
No, you listen.
Oh, bro.
Do not underestimate AOC, not because she's a good politician, but because she is a good communicator. Do not underestimate that woman.
No, I absolutely
don't do
I
it.
disagree. I disagree.
You think she's not
I
a good
disagree.
communicator?
She will listen.
That's
if
ridiculous.
she will not win if she runs for president, I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that she will lose votes. Listen, Kamala Harris didn't only lose just because she was dumb. Okay, she was dumber than a box of rocks. There are a lot of people in this country, and I'm actually friends with quite a few people like this. They will not vote for a woman. Period. I know women who will not vote for women just because they're women. So she's
Those
not.
are just the people who admit that they wouldn't vote for a woman. Most of it is a subconscious decision.
Yes, but that's why I say she will not win. She won't.
She represents the people in the Democrat Party who don't want to moderate, and Newsom, on the other hand, represents the people in the Democrat Party who want to moderate strategically.
Yes.
It's working.
AOC is going to shove trans shit. She's going to shove the trans, the damn trans movement down everybody's throat in 2028. She's going to do the same thing that Kamala
I
Harris
disagree.
did.
She's not going to do that.
You don't think she'll do that?
Her and Bernie are already trying to go class war, like Mary was mentioning.
Yeah.
They're doing the Fight the Oligarchy tour. The issue is that they cannot remove the gender ideology and other weird woke stuff from the party. If they start doing rallies, their goal right now, I think, is this. You can't remove it from the party. Let's just focus on oligarchy and the ultra wealthy and try and make this a 1% versus the 99% thing. The issue is you are going to get far left activists like they did to Bernie Sanders in 2016 who are going to go on stage, grab the mic from him and say white supremacy. So they will try to ignore it, and they're trying to ignore it now. It's not going to work. Also, Abu Ghazala's dad is Palestinian.
Yep.
Well,
I do not see how she wins in this district, but maybe with our support, she actually will. So let me just say right now, I may regret this, but I hope she wins this primary, and I'm going to do what I can to help.
Listen,
I just can't. I can't even pronounce the last name.
if you have an
Cat Abakulaba.
economic problem, if you have a poor economy, and Bernie Sanders passing the torch to AOC, she is absolutely poised to take over the Democrat Party. You may not like her. I certainly don't. But the way that she can reach people, the way when she gets on her Instagram page and she does the the spaces or whatever you call it, the lives or whatever. She gets tons of people watching, and that's just her sitting there BSing. You can't, and they're right now. Bernie and her are getting 15,000 people coming out. I'm not saying that I'm not making a prediction that she'd win, but the right would be absolutely idiotic to underestimate that energy. Absolutely.
I think she will have a lot of energy, but I would put everything I own on the table to say she will not win. She can't. She can rally some people. She can have thousands of people come out and see her. But I absolutely don't think she can win.
If the economy, listen, if the economy's bad, and if
Terrence is right.
If the economy's bad, and Donald Trump is not, like, the Republicans are looked at as having failed in their mandate, she absolutely could win.
I do not believe AOC can win because she's just generally off-putting. And I do believe that women have a massive hurdle to overcome in elections. You would need a very weak, effeminate, and short and smarmy male to run against her. But I think, like with Hillary Clinton, she got a miserable amount of votes. If the Democrats ran anybody else in 2016, Trump would not have won. I think Trump won by only 44,000 votes across 3 states.
Do you think that Hillary Clinton lost because she's a woman or because she's Hillary Clinton? Because I think it was because
it's both.
She was uniquely bad because of Hillary.
But I think both.
But it's both, right?
I think both.
So if you had any other, if you had any other woman, probably would have beat Donald Trump. Hillary, like, dude, there ain't no way I'm ever voting for Hillary Clinton. We despise that woman.
Right.
If they got if there was like a populist female, Trump probably would not have won. So a lot of people like to say that Trump he won by like 70 some odd electoral votes. It was a major victory. Yeah, but it was like 44,000 or 48,000 votes in 3 states that got him all of those electoral votes. So it's actually a really close race. Hillary Clinton is despised by way too many people.
Yeah.
If they had literally any other Democrat, I think the Democrats would have won. But Hillary Clinton, it was her turn. I also think with Kamala Harris, like you were saying, there are people who will literally not vote for a woman no matter what.
No matter, and I think it's millions of people who will not vote for a woman no matter what.
Yep.
I'm not talking about small numbers, a lot.
I agree. And so I think,
and I actually, I like that kind of thinking. I like that kind of think. Well, this last election, I'm all, listen, I support women, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But when it came to Kamala Harris, I would literally just, I enjoyed hearing people say, I'm not voting for a woman. I said, oh, thank you so much. I love you. Because you know what? Like, if it's a woman running that I don't want to win, who I don't want her to win, I support everyone at that point who won't vote for a woman.
They don't project power. Women can't do that. They can't do political power plays on the world stage. It's just not something they do. And think about this. How old is AOC? She's like still in her 30s, right?
Yeah.
I think
she could get pregnant. She could get pregnant while in office.
Yeah.
If that's even a question.
Hillary Clinton got 65,853,000 votes. In 2016. Donald Trump got 62,984,000. So fair enough. You don't think that she could a woman could win, but the numbers say differently. Kamala Harris was a terrible, terrible candidate that had absolutely nothing to offer after Joe Biden, who was a terrible president. And she lost. But
right.
that's not to say that a woman can't win.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.